Hi, welcome to Move. My name's Greg and this is your Strength Basics series. In this particular workout, we're going to look at full body. So we've got upper body, lower body, and core all integrated together, and it's all your body weight. So you don't need any equipment except a mat, which you might want for when we head to the floor. Let's get started. So let's get started with the legs. It's all about the lower body here as we're going to begin with a lunge exercise. So we're going to take the lunge in reverse. Now remember, in the lunge, you want a 90-90 position. And by that I mean, as I take my leg back, as you drop the back knee, your front knee should be at about 90 degrees and your back knee should be at about 90 degrees. So it means you've got to get quite low, not quite to the floor. You want to make the movement directly vertical, down and up, less forward and back to keep the pressure out of the front knee. So let's get started. We're going to take the right leg back slowly for 2 counts. So we go down for 2 and bring it back together. Left leg now. Drop and up. Now you'll notice as I go back and I come back, my feet don't come together. So with the right leg, I go back and my feet are about hip width apart. So imagine you're on train tracks that are about hip width apart. I drop and I keep that line right there. And what that does is it allows us to not walk the tightrope. So you don't have any of this balance or instability going on. It's just a nice solid position. All right, let's just do 4 more. And we're going to change the angle of this reverse lunge into what we call a curtsy lunge. 2 more. So you're going to swing the leg behind you, starting on the right leg. So we go back on the diagonal. We go drop here, change sides. Drop here. Now you'll notice the angle of my front foot doesn't change. It's always a good idea when we're doing strength work to not just be strong in one direct plane. So it's all very well to be strong moving forward and backwards. But the idea here is to try and develop a little bit of strength endurance in different planes of motion. So here we've got a little bit of what we call transverse plane movement and a little bit of frontal plane movement as we move to the side. All right. You got 4 more to go. Take it down. Lift. Nice. 2 more. 1 more time. Okay, we're going to bring the reps down. So right leg, straight back reverse lunge. Left leg, back reverse lunge. Now right leg back on the curtsy lunge. Take it down. Change sides. You can probably start to feel it. Let's go from the top. Right leg straight back. In the back side. And the front quad right about now. Go for the curtsy. Okay, can we pick up the pace? So we're going to keep that. So 2 basic lunges. Drop. Now go the curtsy. Right leg behind. Left leg behind. Good. Now when we go faster here, we've got to be a little bit more dynamic in that push off again. But the mechanics of the movement don't change. Nice. 1 more set. Let's go. Straight to the back. Hit the curtsy. Good. And shake it out. All right, so maybe just a little quad stretch on each side. Loosen up because we ain't done with the legs yet. We're going to change from our lunging into a squat. Now, it's a little bit of a different squat to what we normally do. Normally we're in narrow, feet are pretty much pointing forward, maybe a slight turn out. But this time I'm going to ask you to go into what we call a plie squat. So the focus is more on the inner thigh, the adductors, and opening up the hip. So check out the feet. 45 degrees. Sit the weight back in a plie. We'll go slow. Take it down for 2 and up for 2 and again down for 2. Now just get a feel, depends on your hip mobility. If you're really tight in the hips, as you sit back, watch the knees, they'll want to fall in, and that's what we don't want. So take a quick look down, and wherever your feet are, at whatever angle, the knees are going to track out directly over the middle of the foot. So right about the shoelaces. Nice. And I like this one because you can tend to sit a bit deeper in the squat. And because I am tight in my hips, I sit a lot at a desk throughout the week. And it causes all my hip flexors and everything around my hip complex to get tight. So this one's a good opener. Let's speed it up, down and up, go. Down and up. Nice, now as you feel good about yourself, start to get the range going a little lower. Nothing changes as far as the direction of our knees. Good, you've got 8 more to do right here. So this is your plie squat. Nice stuff. Now, we're gonna make it a little tougher for you by shifting the focus onto the right leg. You're gonna lift your left heel off the floor. So we go down and up. Good. Now, you're gonna find that this works the calf a lot more. If it gets too tough, you can put your foot down in between the reps right here. Okay, but the emphasis has shifted slightly to the right. If you can keep the foot up, keep it up. Good. You're gonna feel that calf fire up just a bit more. 8 to go on this side. 7. Perfect. Now remember, chest stays up. Come on. 4 to go. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna go straight to the other side. Are you ready? Heel up, left on the right. So left leg push, right leg, foot with the heel up. Now remember, if you wanna lift and lower, that's a nice option. You'll still get the same benefit with a little bit of a recovery in between each repetition. If you can, keep it up. Keep it up. Yes. Come on, feel it. Opening up those hips nice and wide. We got 8 to go. Can you check out the calf? Oh, it's on fire. Come on, push through the ball of your foot. Last 4. Last 3. 2. 1. And shake it out. Good job. All right, just give the feet a little bit of a shake out. Loosen up. Okay, so still staying on the lower half. We're gonna flip it now. This one's kind of a stability exercise, so you get part balance, but I want you to also think of it as abdominals for stability and control, but also your legs. Shifting the focus this time around onto the back of the leg into the hamstrings, we're gonna do an alternating deadlift. So if my feet are directly under my hips, chest is up, we're gonna tip from the hip, lifting the left leg, bring it over, and pull it back. I change shift the weight, I take it over, I bring it up. Good. Let's try it again, go slow. Now you can take the hands down, acting as a counterbalance. But what I want you to avoid is letting the back round out like this. So you have to stay really long and tall through the spine. And it's almost like nothing changes from this standing position, except you just hinge forward at the hip. Now if you're tight through your hamstrings, you should feel this really great stretch right there. Nice. And again, take it down. Feel it in the back of the leg. Engage the hamstrings. Stay with what you've got. Take it down. Now again, square the hips and square the chest towards the floor. Right here. Good. Now I'm going to ask you to take it on the right side and hold the balance. So take it over and hold the balance. Now, are your hips square? I want you to try and brace and contract through the abdominal area and try and limit the amount of instability or movement. Right through the ankle joint, right through the knee joint, right through the hip joint, you are providing stability. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Good. Let's change sides. Take it over Hold, hold, hold. So you don't want to be here, you want to be there. And once you're there, lengthen. Now you're going to see my ankle moving around a little, and that's what we're trying to minimize. Hold and extend the back leg as much as you can. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ay, ay, ay. So even there, it's a balanced move, but you can feel that stability and that work happening for the lower body. All right, let's head down onto the floor. We'll give the lower body a little bit of a rest, yeah? You've worked it hard. I'd love to say that the upper body is going to be really easy and give you a rest, but that's not the case at all. Moving in for the push-ups. I want to teach you how to do a push-up correctly. Okay, so I want you to come down onto the floor first. From here, if you take your hands directly underneath your shoulders, right there, tuck the toes under at the back. And all you're looking to do is lift the hips first. So you lift the hips, lift and then push and bring it back down. Lift the hips and push and bring it back down. And the reason I'm getting you to lift your hips first is because we see a lot of this. Shoulders, then hips, okay? And we want to avoid the back being bent or flexed or hyperflexed or hyperextended in that way. All right, so are you ready? Try it on your knees to start with, okay? And I'll let you choose the knees or the toes option. So hands directly under, we're gonna lift up, slow, go. Push it up and bring it down. Push it up and bring it down. Good, lift. All right, let's just do 4 more in this position. 4, you can see from the knees to the hips and the hips to the shoulders. 2 more, should all be one straight line. 1 more time. Nice, and sit back and relax. Okay, so we're going to stagger the push-up this time. I want you to take your right arm in front of your left, so it looks like that. So we're gonna have a slight bias. A little bit more chest and shoulder on the right arm, a little bit more tricep on the left arm. So let's try it. We're gonna start in the up position this time. Stagger your hands, 1 hand forward, 1 back. We're gonna do our same 8. Are you ready? Here we go. Take it down, push, take it down. Now you can feel the different line of pull as we go, but nothing changes for the torso or where you're looking. That's 4. Lift. That's 3. 2 to go. Nice. 1 more time. Good. And take a break. All right. No surprises or guessing. No prizes for guessing what comes next. We're going to swap it over. All right, so we've got to do the other side. So you're thinking left arm forward, right arm back with the tricep emphasis. Keep it on the knees. If you want to go to the toes, by all means. This is your easy workout, so I'm keeping it on the knees. Let's go, take it down. Come on, really emphasize the stagger. Your chest still falls directly in the middle like we did for the regular push-up. So nothing changes there. 4 to go. Lift for 3. Nice, 2 more. And 1 more time. Good. All right. So we've had regular push-ups, a right bias or staggered, a left bias or staggered. This time we're going to come in the middle, and you're going to make a diamond right in front of you, like so. So the hands are in really close. And the reason we do that is we're going to take it out of the chest and push it into the tricep. So this is going to be the toughest one. Now I'll give you a really easy option. The easiest option is to make the diamond here, form a box with your body, and just collapse and lift. Collapse and lift. And you're going to feel it down the back of the arms into the triceps. If that works for you, great. We're only going to do 8 reps. If you can, let's go onto the knees. So, form the diamond, set yourself, elbows out to the side, let's go. Take it down, push, down. Good, now it's a much smaller muscle group, so it's a much harder exercise, which you're probably feeling right about now. Come on, 4 to go. You can do it. 3 more. You'll notice that my nose still finishes out in front of my hands. 1 more time. Good effort. Shake it out. All right, let's just take the one arm behind. Quick tricep stretch and take it back. All right, so we're gonna head into doing an abdominal series, a little bit on supine or lying on your back. So I'm going to go on the 45 so you can see me a little easier. And we're going to actually do a full straight-legged sit-up. So we're going to keep it really slow. And I want you to think about 1 vertebra at a time, coming from the lying position to the seated position. Check it out. So we go for 4, 3, 2, and then you round through the back, and 1 vertebra at a time comes down as you lengthen. Lift up, breathe out, and bring it in. Good, exhale now. Come on, flatten out that midsection, pull the abs in. We've got 4 to go. Lift. Take it down for 3. 2 more. Last one. Yes, 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 yes. And take a break. Whew. Okay, sit yourself up. Now, from here, we're going to look at a little bit of core stability. I'm going to start you in an easier option, and this will be your final exercise. So it's going to be tougher. 1 minute to go. Are you ready? It's called a Vsip. Now, all I want you to do is, instead of rounding your back, lift your chest. Keep the chin up and lean back on that 45 degrees. Lift the right leg, lift the left leg. Right leg, left leg, right leg. Good. Now, for the final 30 seconds, I'm going to ask you to hold both feet up. Go, hold. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Come on, this is all you've got right to the very end. If you want to bring your feet in, that's fine. If you can take it out, take it out. Ready for the final challenge? Watch the arms. Twist, 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 twist. Come on, you can do this. Keep the breathing. Lift the chest. Remember, if you want to take your feet down, you can keep the upper body. Come on, you got 8. You choose your option. 7, 6, 5. Come on, twist. It's called a Russian twist. 2 more. Last one. Reach forward. Grab your ankles. Guys, fantastic work. I hope you worked hard. I know you did. And I'll see you next time.